Temperatures have warmed up. We're getting up close to the freezing point this morning. They said it might dip down again tomorrow morning. Well, I should let you know. I mean, you're always watching these videos long after I film them up here because I can't upload from the cabin. So this is February the 28th, last day of February. We have tomorrow yet to play. We're planning on heading home on March 2nd. We got to check that out though. Looks like there might be a little weather between here and home, but I think we're going to try it anyway. No ice storms that I know about. It's warmed up and it's really brought the birds have kind of come out of the woodwork, if you say. We've had our Canada jays have been a mystery this year because there's been 3 here, but we kind of know their personalities, and it's like, this is the 3 young ones of this year, but where's the old folks? Well, Jim was out by the half a mile away at that little throne bench out there, the nice high throne, yesterday, and 2 Canada jays showed up, and as soon as he got his hand out, they landed on his hand and started pecking his fingers and everything else. So I'm going to say in an unscientific approach that's our resident pair of Canada jays, and for some reason they haven't been here all week. They're far enough away. I don't know if they pulled out of this area or what. Good buddy. Well, then this morning, all of a sudden, we've got either 4 or 5 Canada jays out here. Well, we put the nice leftover chicken and dressing out there, so they're chowing down on that. And this red-breasted nuthatch, when it warmed up yesterday, he showed up for the first time. And then I was just looking out the window a bit ago, and the blue jay was back. Now we saw him here at Christmas, but how do these birds disappear for a week, and then all of a sudden it warms up? Here they are. Add to the bird populations, we had 4 spruce grouse this morning out getting some grit early, but they didn't hang around too long. There's a little flock of birds flying around here, the pine siskins with a few common redpolls mixed in. So, you know, if I go out in the woods and we can walk for miles, and you might hear a raven croak, but that's about it. So our little avian zoo around here is really coming into its own. I really like this little red-breasted nuthatch coming around when he sits in my lap like this. It's such a small little addition to our life out here, but you can, when he's here and around the trees here, he's coming around, you can hear his wings flitting, and he's chattering away very lightly. Not his high call, big call they do when they're up in the woods, but he's out. No, right now for some reason he decided he can eat chicken and dressing for a while. I just saw our bobtailed Canada jay fly in. He's over there too. Well, I should get my other little. I got my other little camera here. I can be talking here, and this is just something I picked up at an auction cheap. It's an older camera, but I'm checking it out to see what kind of quality it might do. Got a pretty powerful zoom on it. Jay's got a good tail. That's not Bobby. Well, that Canada Jay's got a good tail. That's not Bobby. Whoa! Red-breasted nuthead's not going to appreciate that. Have to grind up some more Jim's nut mix in there. I can hear him chirping. Where you at, buddy? You see me drop your food? Jim's been concerned about this one's tail, but I think it's already starting to grow out. I can see a little stub sticking up there sometimes when he gets in the right position. The real mystery is, did a raptor bird almost get him? Was it a close escape or what? Well, see what we can rustle up for food here. Even though my joke the other day about eating the Canada Jay eggs, we did have a dozen eggs along. I got some more bread loaves here to make some more caramel rolls. Butter for that. Got an apple pie and a cherry pie here. Gonna fry up some sausage. Have with those eggs. No way did either one of us lose any weight this week. While that sausage are cooking, I'll get started on these caramel rolls. Whoops. Nobody's losing any weight. Put that over on the wood stove and get it melted down. I don't know what old settler's homestead this piece of tin came from, but it sure works out well for this job. I kind of wonder if the
margin and just had too much to eat. And they're just kind of taking their time and looking at you.
All right, get that covered up, let it set for a bit and rise. One nice thing about the wood heat, nice and warm for letting bread rise. Already killed one pot of coffee. No, well, with Jim here, it's always a 2-pot day. I wasn't up yet. He was making the first pot this morning. He said, "How much coffee do we use?" And I said, "Strong." Plenty left. We're getting close. This may be a commercial package, but that's just, it was a strong one, and we put a dozen eggs in it to bring up. As I looked in there, I remembered that because this egg's got a little green cast to it. These are Caleb and Chris's truly free-range chickens. I know that because when I drive by their house, I see them wandering around the yard and the farmyard. So, makes them all the better. Free range is kind of a loose term anymore. These are truly. You can tell by the color and the way that yolk just stands on end. Jim likes these eggs over easy, so I'm gonna put a little water in here. See if I can steam them. Coffee's just starting to perk. Get it way down there where it's just fairly perking through, and give it maybe 5 minutes. You can see we're not having a real early breakfast this morning, but hey, we're up here to relax. Okay, Jim.
Oh man, that thing's just puffed right out.
We were just talking about those loggers having a breakfast and then a second breakfast. Well, this is our second breakfast. Is some of that coffee left yet?
Oh yeah, there's coffee left.
Good. Maybe we get this in us, I'll go out and see if I can move that big log.
We'll do it. With all this, how can you not with all this food?